girls soccer schedule. Click on today's game against Glenwood Springs. Click the watch link, and you, my friends, are cooking with gas. You can also listen terrestrially right here on KTYV. Sports on FM at 98.9 and on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com. Lon, good luck.
Thanks, Harv.
It's the pregame show. We've got some Sailor spotlights, an opportunity for you to get up close and personal with your Steamboat Sailors girls soccer team. Plus, Laden will have the starting lineups and the call of today's game. It's Steamboat Sailors girls soccer against the Glenwood Demons, live on KTYV. Sports on FM at 98.9 and on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Katie Floyd, and I'm a 10th grader. I'm number 21, and I play left forward usually. I've been playing since I was about in 5th grade, so probably like 7 years, I think. I also like to watch hockey, but I'm not very good at it. I'd like to go to college somewhere warm, like probably California, or I like the East Coast, which is pretty cool. And in 10 years, I see myself in college, probably graduated. I'm not really sure. Outside of school, I'm also involved in, I guess, soccer and hanging out with friends, going to the movies. My favorite subject in school is writing. I really like to write. My favorite movie is The Incredibles because I think it'd be really cool to have superpowers like them, just like be a family like them. This summer I am doing a Rotary exchange and I'm flying to Italy for 4 weeks and staying with a host family, and she's flying back with me to the United States and staying with us for 4 weeks. So that should be pretty fun. My goals for this season are to be a strong team and to win a lot of games and just try to make it to playoffs. What I'll remember most about being a Sailor is the team and how we are on and off the field. Like, off the field, we're a family and we always have fun together. And on the field, we work hard and encourage each other to push each other to our best. I'm Katie, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 94-1 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, I'm Ashley Spiegel, and I'm a senior this year. I am number 6, and I prefer to play forward. This will be my 4th year playing high school. I also like to ski race and camp and just be outdoors. I committed to Grand Canyon University, go Lopes. I plan to play club soccer. I see myself in 10 years with a career, hopefully. I'm also involved with volunteering. I work. I also play a lot of sports. My favorite subject in school is biology. My favorite movie is probably the Fast and Furious series because they're just awesome. This summer I plan to work. My goals for the season is just to have an awesome season, and my goals for life is just to be happy and successful. The thing I'll remember most about being a sailor is the teammates. I'm Ashley Spiegel. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat sailors.
Hi, I'm Autumn Graham, and I'm a senior in high school. My number is 8, and I play defense. I've played for around 12 years. I am not really into any other sports, but I have played basketball and badminton. I am going to college at CSU next year. I will not be playing in college. I'm going to focus on my education. I see myself in 10 years teaching abroad. Outside of school, I'm also involved in soccer and my friends and family. My favorite subject in school is photography with Miss Kraska. My favorite movie is probably Top Gun. Yeah, volleyball, Tom Cruise, good news. This summer I will be working a lot and hanging out with friends, doing some camping. My goals for this season are to make playoffs as well as become a better family than we already are. My goals for life are to go into education and become an elementary school teacher, as well as travel the world and have an amazing family. What I will remember most about being a sailor is how close we all are and all the fun memories that I have been able to have. I am Autumn Graham. I'm a senior, and I am proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat sailors.
My name is Eden Reese. I'm a sophomore at the Steamboat Springs High School. My number is number 1, and I'm a goalkeeper. I've been playing for over 10 years now, and I also like to play football as well as roller soccer. Where I would like to go to college is somewhere in the Midwest or closer to the East Coast. Where I see myself in 10 years is hopefully pursuing the career of my choice, either with history or continuing to play soccer. Outside of school, I'm mainly involved in more soccer and just being around my family and my friends. My favorite subject in school is history because, I don't know, I can remember dates extremely well, which is weird. My favorite movie is probably anything with action because I cannot choose a favorite movie. Last summer, I did a number of college ID camps, hopefully to pursue my career into soccer after I graduate from high school. My goals for this season are hopefully making it far into playoffs and maybe state. And my My goals in life are just to continue to play soccer for as long as possible and have a good and healthy career afterwards. What I remember most about being a sailor is just the family and the camaraderie of all my teammates. My name is Eden Reese. I am a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Resorts is a proud sponsor of Sailor Athletics. Do you have friends or family coming to town, but space at your place is a little tight? Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals is here to help. Steamboat Resorts has been the lodging leader here for over 30 years, and we've got great rates at more than 800 units in 38 properties around the base area. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. That's the Locals Connection, 879-8000, or visit steamboatresorts.com.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Corey Phoenix, and I'm a junior at SSHS. My number is 16, and I play defense and holding mid. I've been playing since I was 5 years old, so that's 11 years. I also like alpine skiing with the high school and badminton. I'd like to go to college at Boston University or University of South Carolina. I don't know if I want to play in college, but I'm looking forward to having fun. In 10 years, I see myself in a marine lab somewhere, hopefully on a warm coast. Outside of school, I'm also involved in NHS, Science Olympiad, and Model UN. My favorite subject at school is definitely not Spanish 4 with Mr. Branson, 7th period. My favorite movie is The Usual Suspects because you will never get the experience of watching that the first time back. This summer, I'm going to be working and spending time with my friends. My goals for this season are to bring everybody to a high level and play our best game. My goal in life is to be a successful marine biologist. What I remember most about being a sailor is the friendship and family we build in the team. My name is Corey Phoenix. I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Keelan Vargas, and I'm a senior. I'm number 5. I play center midfield and center defense. I've been playing for 12 years. I also like running, and yeah, that's it, just running. I'm going to college at University of Denver. I plan to play club soccer. In 10 years, I see myself probably living in Colorado with a border collie and a Tacoma. Outside of school, I'm also involved with Interact and National Honor Society and coaching youth soccer. My favorite subject at school is English or math. My favorite movie is The Incredibles, just because it's so great. Next summer, I plan on just working a lot and spending time with my family before I leave for college. My goals for this season are to beat Battle Mountain and possibly win league. And my goals for life are to have a job that I really love. What I remember most about being a sailor is the family that I have on this team and all the fun that we have together. I'm Keelan Vargas. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
This is Skip Yurdo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailor Soccer this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's choice.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Holland Reese, and I'm a sophomore in high school. I'm number 19, and I play defense and outside forward. I've been playing for about 12 years, and I also like to play pickleball. I'm not sure where I'd like to go to college yet, but I definitely want to play soccer in college. In 10 years, I see myself hopefully with a job that I enjoy and a family and a husband, hopefully. Outside of school, I'm mainly involved in soccer, and I do some volunteer work. My favorite subject in school is probably science. My favorite movie is probably Jaws because it's classic. Last summer, I mainly played soccer and just hung out here in Steamboat. My goals for the season are to make it to state and build as a team. My goals for life are to enjoy what I do and have a good family. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is the family that we become during the season. I'm Holland Reese. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Resorts is a proud sponsor of Sailor Athletics. Do you have friends or family coming to town, but space at your place is a little tight? Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals is here to help. Steamboat Resorts has been the lodging leader here for over 30 years, and we've got great rates at more than 800 units in 38 properties around the base area. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. That's the Locals Connection, 879-8000, or visit steamboatresorts.com.
Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of Yampa Valley Bank, a proud sponsor of Steamboat Sailors sports broadcasts. The sure sign of spring in Ski Town, USA is the annual plowing of the Gardner Turf Field. You know what that means, sports fans, men's lacrosse, ladies soccer, and the excitement of spring sports in the Rockies. It might be a blizzard, it might be 60 degrees, but with our hometown sailors, it's always fun. The Yampa Valley Bank congratulates all the Steamboat Sailor athletes for your efforts. Let's go, sailors. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Ruthie Garrell, and I'm a senior, and I'm number 23, and I play defense, and I've been playing for 6 years. And I also like to watch football games and hockey games because they're just really intense and fun. And I plan to go to college at CU Boulder. I might play in college, probably just a recreational co-ed thing. And in 10 years, I see myself somewhere in the medical field. Outside of school, I'm involved in soccer and just hanging out with friends, and I like to sleep when I can. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is probably Knowing because it's really intense and really interesting. And this summer, I plan to just work and hang out with friends and spend as much time with people here before I leave for college. And my goals for this season are to just have a really good time and make the most of my last season with the high school soccer team and just build good relationships with everyone and just have a really fun season. And my goals for life are to ultimately be happy and to have a career in the medical field. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is the bonds and the support among the team and just the sense of family and love among everyone. And my name is Ruthie Garrell. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASC certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here from the field outside Glenwood Springs High School. A little bit of rain coming down, and it looks as though we may get hit with a quick little squall here as more is heading down the valley, and here it comes. It's a pretty exciting game for Steamboat. Right now they're ranked number 31 in the RPI rankings. As of a little bit earlier today, I just talked with the coaching staff and got that information as the rain starts to come down a little heavier here. May have to pull the video, just a heads up if it gets to be too bad. It looks as though there is a little bit of clearance after this quick little squall. So if you're watching online, bear with us because we'll be in and out potentially if the weather gets that much worse. For now, though, you're on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM and online at steamboatradio.com. And, of course, you can always listen to this bad boy online, regardless of if video is up or not. But again, just bear with us on that. We're just about set for the opening kickoff, and it should be a great matchup here. Again, Steamboat coming in as the 31st ranked RPI squad. Tonight's matchup is going to be incredibly tough. Here, now battling the elements, though that is a little bit of a balancer on the field, because both teams have to deal with that. The slick ball is definitely going to have an impact on this game. It was senior night, though, for this Glenwood Springs Demons squad, meaning they're going to be fired up for this, and you know it's always tough to play against a team at their place. And not just that, but here in Glenwood, where, of course, it is a natural field. It's a little bit smaller of a pitch. There is a sizing, and I don't know the exact size on that, but there is a minimum and maximum that you can have in chassa, and so this one must be pushing that minimum boundary because it is a small one to play on. But if you're the Steamboat Sailors, you've got a lot on the line. They're right now just inside that playoff threshold, and if they can win against Glenwood Springs, that would be a huge bolster to their RPI rankings. Glenwood, of course, sitting atop the league right now. They're toe-to-toe with Battle Mountain, as they just came off of a big victory against Summit, 10-1. It was a thrashing. And so today's matchup, not going to be an easy one for Steamboat, but it is a big character game for your Sailors. And I'm very much looking forward to what we get out of Steamboat here this evening. Steamboat and Glenwood getting their opening lineups announced here in just a moment. We're going to have the anthem as well. But before that, I want to thank a few of our sponsors while I have a second. Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend. As well as Steamboat Dental Center, dentistry designed for you. Visit Dr. Whitty and the team or check them out online at steamboatdentalcenter.com. Never forget about the Corner Slice. Celebrate the Sailors with good food, fun, and friends in the Old Town Square in downtown Steamboat. The Corner Slice is the exclusive sponsor of the Sailors streaming. So we are going to have the national anthem here and be back in 2 minutes for the opening kickoff. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM and online at steamboatradio.com. National anthem here and be back in 2 minutes for the opening kickoff. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM and online at steamboatradio.com.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil.
From Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
Number 7, Sidney Graham. Number 8, Autumn.
Back with you here.
Steamboat 8 is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat 8, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat 8, proud to support your Steamboat Sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat 8, to help with all your home needs.
Two slices for $5.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches, they're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Edward Jones making sense of Jones office. You can call Chris at 879-1851 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones making sense of investing. Member SIPC. They're 9-2. As I was kind of alluding to, Glenwood Springs is having, not mistaken, so very close to a record season for themselves. Steamboat has 12-2 right now overall in league play. They're 9-2. They split with Battle Mountain, if I'm not mistaken, so both teams got a win against the other. Steamboat has also split against Battle Mountain. They lost both games to Palisades. That first game, as Brian and they're looking to split against Glenwood Springs. They lost in the first game of the year. Glenwood and Steamboat both have definitely grown since that first game, as Brian and I talked about in that interview before we got going here. But there's a lot of the thing to really kind of mark up on is Glenwood's coming in hot. Like I said, I just talked to Coach Bowman, and he was saying that this team is playoff Summit 10-1. There's a lot of confidence, and playing here on their home pitch at senior night, it's a very tall task for your Sailors, but one I hope they are up for because they're fighting for their playoff lives coming into this match. And as we are talking, there's actually a game going on tonight. There could be, I don't know if it's in Palisade or whether or not it's in Battle Mountain, but the Huskies and Bulldogs are playing here this evening as well. So after tonight, there could be a whole lot of confusion atop the Western Slope League. Steamboat's sitting a little bit outside. They don't really have a chance to contend for that title. This is, but definitely an opportunity for the Sailors
best showings of the
to at least make some noise and potentially get into the playoffs. This is
teams into the playoffs.
Very well could be one of the best showings of the Western Slope League.
Potentially even looking at about it,
as they have the opportunity to send four.
Should be a great matchup, like I said. Steamboat on in their way, red uniforms, white numbers and trim.
Unheralded.
Both teams shaking
for a number of years. Potentially
there was an extensive celebration of the seniors.
Should be a great matchup, like I said. Steamboat on in their way, red uniforms, white numbers and trim. Like both teams shaking out the lactic acid, as there was an extensive celebration of the seniors.
They have
for Glenwood Springs here. Of course, your Sailors will have that same celebration.
Matchup
likely at halftime.
On Saturday, we'll have that one right here on KTYV and Sports on FM.
They have that game against Centaurus. The Warriors come to town for a 5 o'clock matchup.
We had that game
Saturday. We'll have that one right here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM.
Time for tomorrow.
If you happen to be tuned in and you were wondering where lacrosse was, we had that game get postponed
postponed until
and then they also wrap
4 o'clock start time for tomorrow
with the game.
We will have that one as well at Gardner Field. It'll be Vail Mountain. The Gore Rangers coming out to take on the Sailors
as they take on.
And then they also wrap up their season on Saturday with a game that's got moved to 12:30.
The championship.
And that will be face-off time for the Sailors as they take on Battle Mountain.
Steamboat's ready to go.
And that could very well be
opening
about
kickoff here. Steamboat in the red uniforms.
The championship.
Going to head right to left on the radio dial. Starting keeper is
Glenwood's ready to go. Steamboat's ready to go. We're just about set for this opening kickoff here. Steamboat in their red uniforms, white numbers and trim, going to head right to left on the radio dial. Starting keeper is going to be Lepore here this evening. And remember, I'm going to go ahead and tell you again, as of now, no rain, but do be aware that I just got
headed our way. If that does happen, I am unfortunately going to have
some text messages from the
for now
sports desk back in the KTYV studios. It looks as though there may be some more rain headed our way. If that does happen, I am unfortunately going to have to run out there and pull the camera feed. So for now, enjoy it online at steamboatradio.com. Otherwise, you can still listen online for now. And trust your Leading Valley, you are at KTYV
underway.
But for now, you're still good. I'm gonna if it starts raining too hard, I'm gonna come out and pull the feed.
Jerseys and
for now, enjoy Steamboat Soccer. Whistle blows. We're underway.
Right to left on the radio dial here on KTYV.
And Glenwood will have the ball first as they're donning the opposite sideline white jerseys and uniforms with red numbers of trim. So
here comes Aaron
Steamboat right to left on the radio dial here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Ball works up the near sideline
Steamboat, but an early throw in deep here,
and eventually it's going to come free. Here comes Aaron Peterson. Peterson with the through ball. Great speed, though, on display from Lucy Wilson.
Just a few yards,
and she will clear the danger area for Steamboat, but an early throw in deep here in Sailors territory
a good
for Glenwood Springs. They'll take it from the far side of the field play. And again, they're just a few yards off the end line here. Lucy Wilson was forced to kick that one away, lest it be a good chance for this Glenwood Springs offense. Again, they're an offense that's humming after scoring 10 on Summit. Here now is Izzy Rillos fighting for this one, but again, away from her. Glenwood takes it back. This is Emma Harbor with the ball, but she was double-teamed immediately. Got the ball still and works it to her back line
towards the middle
where it'll be Devin McSwain
by Emma Harbor.
Makes a play up this near sideline. Kept in play there nicely by Summer McSwain as the sisters connect. Ball now works towards the middle of the pitch once more. Taken by Emma Harbor. She's going to get a little give-and-go play there with Zoe Harbor. Plenty of sisters.
Ludwig is starting
there. Telepathy.
Going to try and chase this one
early on here for Glenwood Springs. Near sideline is going to be cut down. Nice job there from Eli Roach for your Steamboat Sailors. Ludwig is starting in that right attack position. She's going to try and chase this one down. Celia Scrutton gets to it first, but here's Ludwig. Nice little play there from Tegan Ludwig. She cuts back on the ball. Both players go down. It comes free.
Up the right,
and it will be taken by.
And it's a ball that's going to slow down and eventually stay
in play. The Sailors have it for a moment, then they lose it. Delaney Moon had a chance at it.
Summer McSwain services into the box.
Trying to attack again up the right flank.
Around,
and it's a ball that's going to slow down and eventually stay in play.
Big save from Lepore.
It will be hustled down by Summer McSwain. Services into the box, and it's dangerously going to bounce around.
Unbelievable.
Trying to turn and serve it along further. Chance at the back post. Shot. Big save from Lepore. And the clearing comes from Lucy Wilson, but an early stop by Caroline Lepore. An unbelievable save with the left hand reaching out.
Glenwood Springs High School.
And stopping that opportunity from the back post. Great chance for Glenwood. Better save from Steamboat's keeper. 37-42 left. Scoreless here from Glenwood Springs High School.
There by Delaney Moon. Tegan Ludwig out.
It's going to be worked towards the middle of the pitch. Knocked down by the head there of Kelly Pedix. Turned right back the other way again by Glenwood. Another chance curtailed there by Delaney Moon. Tegan Ludwig out with this for Steamboat only so far though as Emma Harbor. Glenwood takes it back again. They'll work it just beyond their own midfield
wing, and once more here comes an attack. Sarah Helm.
Mulhall will work it up this right flank.
Another shot. This one didn't miss the mark by much.
She's going to try and work to the middle of the pitch, taken away from her. Works to that left wing, and once more here comes an attack. Sarah Helm progresses along further up that left flank. Another shot. This one didn't miss the mark by much. Glenwood Springs with a number of early chances here against your Steamboat Sailors squad.
Coming up for the Steamboat Sailors. She'll try and
one real big save, another that missed the mark, but only by about half a ball's length.
A throw-in for Glenwood
the left
from the near sideline.
Here's Lepore with a goal kick coming up for the Steamboat Sailors. She'll try and work it to the near side, in between Hall and Reese and knock down Eli Roach both player, and it will be a throw-in for Glenwood.
Glenwood from the near sideline now. Taking it is Summer McSwain. McSwain with a toss. She was looking there for Aaron Peterson. Knocked down by the head of the Steamboat player. Rochelle Coley in there fighting for the Sailors. Comes out to Kelly Pedix, fighting for it as well.
Leeson intercepted.
And making some moves for Steamboat is Sophie Leeson.
Harbor up the left.
Leeson trying to
steps into
get this ball and work it upfield. She can't successfully. Needs help from Tegan Ludwig. Ludwig's pass to Leeson. Intercepted. Back the other way comes Emma Harbor and company. Harbor up the left wing. Lucy Wilson steps into a passing lane. She steps around a defender and works it up the field herself with a long ball. That one's going to eventually go across the sideline. And so a throw from that far side of the field for Glenwood Springs once again.
With it out of that deep corner.
Celia Scrutton with the big toss.
Right to left.
Delaney Moon's the one who's in there, and then eventually it's challenged, and somehow they're going to say that kept it in play. Steamboat comes up with it out of that deep corner, far side of the field again. Steamboat step right to left on the radio dial, and Holland Reese steps in, clears the ball, but again, they can't get it far. Here's Kelly Pedix trying to progress it up the pitch. She finds Izzy Rillos to the outside and Rochelle Coley. Coley stepping away from pressure. She just swings it to her left outside back. Roach will send it up to her own sideline, and right at the bench, it's going to be a throwing down for Glenwood.
So you'd expect a real heavy
early dominance here from the Glenwood Springs Demons. Steamboat, though, holding on, and we'll see if they can continue to just fight through this first 10 minutes or so. You'd expect a real heavy press, and this being senior night for Glenwood. But if Steamboat can weather the storm, we've got 39 or 35 minutes and change left.
From the near sideline,
it could very well be a
Johnson will take this.
Real
Johnson
good
finds her mark.
Next little bit for Steamboat. Sailors again clearing this one out of play, and it will be a throw from the near sideline as Leanne Johnson will take a hard serve that gets through her mark. Players eventually work to Emma Harbor, and Harbor again up that left wing. They're going to try and push it. As
possessed, work back.
Levin Thomas now serves one in. That's a low hard serve that gets through a number of players. Eventually touched out, and here's Rochelle Coley. Tried to cut it to the middle of the field. Eventually dispossessed. Worked back to Eli Roach up this left wing. She's got Coley as a hit defender and works its way into the middle of the pitch. Coley fighting. Couldn't come up with possession. Ball worked to the near side, and eventually
it's pretty interesting.
It barely rolls out of bounds. I'm telling you, this grass needs to get cut because it is seemingly long and slowing this ball down drastically.
One of the only places
pretty interesting because Glenwood Springs is one of the only fields that's a natural field. Rifle has one as well, so I believe that they play on. But also, Glenwood Springs is one of the only places that continues to stop the clock at 2 minutes and let players play on the official time. And a number of quirks that really are allowed and legal, but upsetting at times because it seems as though it can get a little crazy here.
Steamboat
throwing coming near sideline, and Glenwood Springs able to capitalize on an opportunity. However, it looks as though there's a foul.
Lucy Wilson
and a free kick coming up for Steamboat.
One up for Steamboat. Again, you're just watching it. She's trying.
So now it's going to be taken by Holland Reese. She eventually steps off the ball. Lucy Wilson will take it in her stead, setting this one up for Steamboat. Again, you're just watching it. She's trying to give herself the best
she's challenged
read on that ball. Steamboat trying to get their first real offensive opportunity here. We're just about 6.5 minutes into this game. Worked that far side. Delaney Moon has it. She's challenged. Eventually, the ball tackled away from her, worked up the left wing, and cutting back to it was Aaron Peterson, and that will be an offside. She was beyond the ball, came back to it,
3 minutes left,
and argues her case, won't win that one. And it looks as though a free kick coming up for Delaney Moon for Steamboat Sailors. Again, right to left on the radio dial here with just under 33 minutes left.
Back of the day,
the first half of play scoreless.
Glenwood Springs takes over again. The Demons
field at Glenwood Springs High School.
Well-oiled machine here.
Worked up the field by Steamboat. Trying to find their first real attack of the day. Not able to muster it up here. Glenwood Springs takes over again. The Demons
yet again on
like a well-oiled machine here, especially working from their home turf. Pass intercepted by Delaney Moon. Has help from Kelly Pedix. Stepping into his Moon once again. Ball works free, and Glenwood has it yet again on that far side of the field. Pass coming up at the midfield line, knocked down by Pedix. Help comes from Lucy Wilson. Worked up to Moon into the middle of the big circle. Gets by Sydney Graham. Followed up by Lisa into her back line, and Holland Reese. Reese sends up this near flank. That one's going to be cut short by Leanne Johnson.
Now Holland
Johnson needs a little bit of help, gets it, and here is Glenwood with another possession.
Wilson back though,
Summer McSwain has it, tries to get away from pressure, turns upfield, looking for the through ball, hit off the defender. Now Holland re-swings at it, misses it, and a chance for Glenwood Springs with numbers. Lucy Wilson back though, makes a great defensive play, then she's going to be grabbed and thrown away from the ball. Has help though from Eli Roach. Steamboat clears for a moment. Glenwood has it once again. Pass though intercepted by Rochelle Coley. Her feed
also going to be campfired as everyone watches. It comes out to McSwain on the near sideline, serves one into the box, and cleared out there by a diving Holland Reese.
Will scoop it up, and hopefully,
or sliding Holland Reese, I should say.
A little bit of
now McSwain has it once more. She swings it back to Johnson. Still through ball, got by everybody, and Caroline Lepori will scoop it up, and hopefully
Caroline Lepori earlier
give her team a little bit of a breather.
Post, not sure.
We're just about 9 minutes into this one.
Foul there,
still scoreless.
Coming up, it looked as
if there's been a huge save from Caroline Lepori earlier.
Get around
with a gal right on the back post. Not sure I like that one. Tegan Ludwig got called for a foul there. Free kick coming up. It looked as though Celia Scrutton just kind of lost her footing as she tried to get around the defense there of Ludwig, and so free kick right about that midfield line, maybe a yard over on the Glenwood side.
And Lepori out there,
and stepping back to take this is Devin McSwain
gathering it in.
So
she'll punt one away.
McSwain will serve one up. This is going to be headed on, and Lepori out there does a beautiful job gathering it in.
Left wing again. Here comes Glenwood once more. Chance shot blocked off there by Delaney Moon. Rebound headed forward by Sydney Graham. Steamboat on its heels right now. They've done it.
It will be taking up that left wing again. Here comes Glenwood once more. Chance shot blocked off there by Delaney Moon.
And the shot
rebound headed forward by Sydney Graham.
Stopped by
Steamboat on its heels right now. They've done a solid job defensively, but there have been some chances for Glenwood, including this one. Service is in, and the shot on goal off of the volley is stopped by Lepori, who is looking sharp here early on.
It's Zoe Harbor. Harbor gets it upfield. It looks as though there's about 15 different
girls. She'll put one up near sideline. Going to be taken down by Johnson. She turns it to the middle of the pitch.
A team full of
finds her mark there. It's Zoe Harbor. Harbor gets it upfield. It looks as though there's about 15 different girls, and 7 of them are all sisters.
The connection, that sibling connection.
Seems to be just a team full of sisters. Now we're going to have Glenwood Springs.
Throwing from
the far side. You can see why the record is 12-2
for Glenwood Springs. Under half an hour left now in first half.
The connection, sibling connection.
Demons here.
So now we're going to have a throw-in from the far side of the field of play for Glenwood Springs. Under half an hour left now in first half play. It's been mostly Demons here. Steamboat again just fighting off this first push.
We'll kick
Glenwood Springs service into the box and 18. It's challenged for Glenwood swings over far side. Shot on goal stopped by Lepori, who has her angles down yet again.
Has it again.
And we'll kick one away from the top of row 18 as this big punt
Ludwig though intercepts
around that midfield line. Challenged for by Ludwig. It gets across the midfield line right back the way as Glenwood has it again.
They've done well defensively. They've cleared the opportunities they needed to clear.
Ludwig though intercepts a pass, works it back to Petix. Steamboat really just needs to kind of settle into this game. Right now they've
challenged for immediately.
They've done well defensively. They've cleared the opportunities they needed to clear.
And it will be worked to.
But now it's time to find a little offense, if I'd say so myself. Rochelle Coley up this left wing, challenged for immediately.
Harbor's going to go
all tackled away from her initially by Lee and Johnson.
Will trot back.
And it will be worked to Sydney Graham. Graham sliding in that mid
steps out.
Big circle.
Rockets
taken away from her by Emma Harbor. Harbor's going to go off this near side flank. No one home. Lucy Wilson will trot back.
Steps out.
And we'll just touch along further to Lepori, who steps out.
And a free kick.
And Rockets one upfield. Settled by Petix. She got it off of her chest, looking for a little bit of help from Graham.
From that center,
then steps out.
No card.
Foul called against Graham and company, and a free kick coming up for Glenwood Springs.
Free kick brings in
Sydney Graham is going to get some words from that center official.
And she's going
to card, it looks like, though. So
she could go for
play will go on.
Got a big leg on her. 27:57 left.
Free kick brings in Devin McSwain yet again.
Though. Might want to
she's going to let this one fly.
Team next.
She could go for goal here. She's got a big leg on her. 27:57 left. McSwain, indeed, she will. Goes through the uprights, though.
Caroline Lepori now.
Might want to try out for the football team next.
27:39 left.
Because that one just had a lot of distance on it.
Lucy Wilson takes it there. Works her
goal kick coming up for Caroline Lepori now. Lepori's going to set it to the far side of her six.
Up that right wing.
27:39 left.
From Wilson, and here's Ludwig. She's trying to attack up that right wing.
Looking
to get around the defender, taken down.
Sailor, she does so. Able to get it up that right wing. Nice service from Wilson, and here's Ludwig. She's trying to attack up that right wing. Looking to get around the defender, taken down. Unbelievable defensive play, I suppose. I mean, they're going to say she got mostly ball. Celia Scrutton
Delaney Moon
gets it out of play.
Comes into the 18.
Coming up for Steamboat as they finally have a chance.
Shoots, big save, rebound, Relis is there. Another big save, but that goes.
Back to Delaney Moon.
I thought that was in.
up.
How is that not in? They say stop the clock.
Has it, gives it back to
Rillos.
Shoot, big save. Rebound, Rillos is in. Another big save, but that goes.
Rillos.
I thought that was in.
Rebound.
How is that not in? They say stop the clock. Izzy Rillos, I thought she just scored. Yes, they give it to her. 1-0 Steamboat. Rillos on the rebound, able to shoot one that caroms off the goalie, but it went into the back of the goal nonetheless.
Rillos ends up
Must have been about a ball and a half lengths over that end line. It's 1-0 Steamboat. Unbelievable job there from the Sailors, not giving up on the play.
1-0 score.
And Rillos ends up with it. And tucks home our first goal of the game on the first real good chance for your Steamboat Sailors.
An explanation as to
they are able to capitalize. 1-0 score with 26:47 left.
Back to the sideline.
Here in first half action.
1-0 your score. Steamboat on
Coach
top
for
here.
Glenwood wants an explanation as to that.
I'm sorry, that's Hannah
not happy with it, but he's going to walk back to the sideline nonetheless. 1-0 your score. Steamboat on top here. Abby Scrutton, the keeper for
again. That's
Hannah Jewell. Jewell is the keeper here for
it's a
Glenwood Springs. She made a real good stop on the initial shot from Ludwig. The rebound came free though. Again, that's one of those things that both keepers will have to worry about. It's a slick field. Ball's going to definitely
Hannah Jewell was
free
down
from their grasp more often than not here today.
But it had enough
and then
to get free.
Izzy Rillos was right on the doorstep, did an excellent job of just ripping another one. Hannah Jewell was down, not out, had a lot on that ball, but it had enough on it to get free and into the back of the goal. 1-0 Steamboat on top here.
Caroline Lepori. Again, if you're joining us, that's just
right to left on the radio dial. If you're just joining us here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, this one's going to one-hop into the hands of Caroline Lepori. Again, if you're joining us, that's just what they needed. Steamboat with a 1-0 lead. They haven't had a lot of offense. In fact, that was really their first big chance of the game. And they were able to tuck one home after dealing with that initial push from Glenwood Springs. Now a throw-in taken back by the offensive side of that midfield line. Eli Roach takes it, finds Rillos, and challenged for after that by Rochelle Coley. Cleared up field then by Julia Mulhall.
Sending it back to Lepori.
Taken back by Holland Reese. Sends it over D-to-D there to Lucy Wilson. Dangerous feed back to Lepori. She's got time to work with, but they've got to be really weary on those ones. Sending it back to Lepori just because this field plays so slowly. But now with the rain, there will be some
throw-ins going to be coming up
well. So it's just something you really got to be weary of. But before that, the Sailors defenders who so often have confidence in their keeper and send that ball back to them. Throw-in's going to be coming up here for Glenwood Springs far side of the pitch. But before that, we have a quick substitution. Off goes Sarah Helm. On trots Natalia Taylor.
Good one. Up that
throwing again, just about 15 yards deep
in there.
On that far side of the pitch.
She gets away from pressure.
Taken here
a nice ball by far sideline.
Celia Scrutton. Scrutton gets a good one. Up that left wing. Players challenging. Now Steamboat in there. Delaney Moon has help from Holland Reese. She gets away from pressure. Keeps it in play with a nice ball up that far sideline. And Kelly Peterson actually has it. Sends one up the field herself. Challenging now is Izzy Rillos, the goal scorer for Steamboat. 1-0. Sailors on top. It's going to be worked up by Peterson on a follow-up play. Taken by that back line of Glenwood. Headed along forward. Swing back to the Steamboat half.
Down by Sophie Leeson.
Settle and eventually work up the field. Out comes Lepori, and she will gather that one in.
Play back to Sydney
for Natalia Taylor to come down on her. Lepori just swings this one up the field. Chested down by Sophie Leeson. Second play with the right leg gets it up the field further. Rochelle Coley comes in. Makes a play back to Sydney Graham with that pass. Taken back by Glenwood. They attack again. This is going to be Erin Peterson, Erin Peterson, who is trying to attack.
Her own player.
Comes up the other way, though, and Izzy Rillos heads one along into Glenwood half.
By Glenwood Springs, though, Holland Reese going to have to turn
down and working the other way is Mulhall.
Then two hops.
It's going to go off of her own player. She stays in the Glenwood half for now. Challenge for by Steamboat. Worked right back by Glenwood Springs, though Holland Reese going to have to turn the Jets on. Long ball is going to one hop, then two hop into the hands of Caroline Lepori. And again, she's out. She's able to play that one well. Steamboat up 1-0 here. Rolled out to Eli Roach near sideline. Roach is going to just send this one. Found Leeson with it. Then collision there from Leeson.
Nice job from Moon.
She's able to stay on her feet. Although works to Glenwood's possession once more. Taking this is Levin Thomas. Levin just gives it outside. Challenge for far sideline. Nice job from Moon. Not giving up on the play. Levin Thomas able to still keep the ball, but the job from Steamboat is they have the fight tonight. It's nice to see
after
on Tuesday.
What was really kind of a sad game to watch against Eagle Valley.
Glenwood Spring.
Never seemed to really be able to get it going. Even with their goal that they scored to make it 2-1 late.
Left foot.
It was a tough one on Tuesday for your Steamboat Sailors girls squad. Long ball now from Glenwood Springs.
A few yards
out. Lepori's outside of 18 to get it. She'll just
Glenwood Springs
kick that one with the left foot
up
and out of bounds near sideline.
On top. Want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic.
Throwing coming up here.
Taking care of your car.
Just a few yards off the end line for this Glenwood Springs squad. 22:53 left, first half to play. Your Steamboat Sailors on top. Want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. And Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice and homeowner's friend.
Sideline looked as though that went out.
Sophie Leeson nutmegs a gal from Glenwood.
I don't know how that was.
And eventually gets help. It's worked up the field.
All for Glenwood.
Rochelle Coley trying to turn the Jets on. Ball though works near sideline. Looked as though that went out of bounds.
Bench. Eli Roach.
I don't know how that was. She got the ball for Glenwood Springs, but
Roach now.
Demons have it again. They lose it. Throwing coming for Steamboat now just in front of their own bench.
However, Steamboat has
Eli Roach going to make this toss.
Looking for Tegan Ludwig.
She got the ball handed to her from Coach Bowman. Roach now throws in. That one kicked out of the air. And a good volley from Summer McSwain. However, Steamboat has it. Kelly Petix switching the pitch, looking for Tegan Ludwig far side. She knocks it down, but it's followed up by Celia Scrutton. Scrutton gets a little give-and-go play there. She got it right back from Levin Thomas. And then Scrutton's going to try and chase this one down again. They didn't mow that grass on the far side. It must be because it is slowing down like no other. Service from Scrutton cleared out there by Sophie Leeson. And here comes a corner kick for Glenwood Springs.
They do not smile on us down there.
It's really something else to watch this. And I know it's not the only place that has it, but we don't cover games in rifles because of the technology gods that do not smile on us down there.
Here's a header towards the goal.
When you come to a natural field, it's just such a
came up from her back position,
and especially when so many places
one of the taller girls out there. The service came in.
Here's a header towards the goal and into the back of the frame. McSwain came up from her back position, and she is seemingly one of the taller girls out there. The service came in from Summer McSwain, found her sister, Devin, who heads one in, and it's a 1-1 game just like that.
Is checking in for Kelly Petix.
Smaller pitch to deal with as well. So there's a lot of different things that and factors that contribute to this.
And we will have...
Looks as though Drobick is checking in for Kelly Petix.
Going to take this for
Steamboat Sailors.
Back to Lucy Wilson. Wilson now swings one over to Eli Roach near sideline.
And we will have
the foot of Leeson.
Kickoff. Izzy Rillos going to take this for Steamboat. Takes it back to Lucy Wilson. Wilson now.
Here's a foot race. Ludwig's coming in and forces McSwain to kick this one to the near sideline and out of bounds. Throwing now for
Coley with an overlap play opportunity. Didn't give it back to Leeson. Instead sends it up. Here's a foot race. Ludwig's coming in and forces McSwain to kick this one to the near sideline and out of bounds. Throwing now for Steamboat coming up here in the offensive half of play. 1-1 game.
Center official says
from Glenwood Springs High School. 20:50 left
extended in
the first half.
Of Lawton Chase term, yes.
And the toss coming from Eli Roach. Roach is going to gain a few more yards as the center official says you got to go up. McSwain takes it out. At about 18 extended here. That's a Lawton Chase term. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Here's a throw from Roach. Couldn't get it over a defender. Cleared up the other way. Knocked down by Sydney Graham. Handball called. And that'll be a free kick coming up now for Glenwood Springs. McSwain will step in to take this one for Glenwood Springs. That's Devin McSwain, the goal scorer here.
Back to Sydney Graham. Graham gives it
big piece
back to Graham. One touch play. Trying to go over to Drobick.
For Glenwood.
One gal. Couldn't come through two.
Now here is Tegan Ludwig. Gets it back to
that should be
Sydney Graham.
Ball indeed. It
Graham gives it off to Delaney Moon. Back to Graham. One touch play. Trying to go over to Drobick. And Drobick fights through one gal. Couldn't come through two with possession. Ball working near sideline. And that should be a Steamboat ball. Indeed it will be. Throwing coming up. Eli Roach will take it for the Sailors.
All the McSwain sisters got
just about at that midfield line for Steamboat. Sailors all knotted up at one apiece after scoring the first goal from Izzy Rillos.
Again. Chasing this one
down. Got the goal from the McSwain sisters. Got the goal on the set play on a corner kick, first of its kind.
Oh boy.
Just a little bit ago.
Going to be kicked out. Nice to
work up that far side yet again. Chasing this one down is Levin Thomas.
The high-powered offense.
Levin Thomas.
Springs. Steamboat brought out Moon. And
it's going to be kicked out. Nice defensive job there from Delaney Moon.
Seeing them kind of
so different set here against the high-powered offense like Glenwood Springs. Steamboat brought out Moon and Lucy Wilson both on the back end where we're normally
definitely used to seeing them kind of overlap each other on the right flank
at this Glenwood Springs.
As a midfield slot and that defensive slot.
Now clears one up the field,
bringing out all the guns here.
She gives it inside to Sarah Helm, back out
indeed as well.
Away from her by
this Glenwood Springs team. 1-1 the score. Holland Reese now clears one up the field, knocked down by Scrutton. She gives it inside to Sarah Helm, back out to Scrutton, knocked away from her by Tegan Ludwig.
Thomas is going to get it.
Scrutton slides and makes a good play at that ball. It does come free again to that far side, followed up by Sarah Helm. Helm gets it outside, taken there by Levin Thomas, and Thomas is going to get it to the middle.
Johnson, one of the
right back and give and go there from Helm. Thomas again.
Now work by Cindy Graham. Almost a good-looking ball to Izzy Rillos.
Sideline.
Opportunity for
Clients her gal. It's Leanne Johnson. Johnson, one of the few who doesn't have a sister on this
run into this one
roster. Now work by Cindy Graham, and almost a good-looking ball to Izzy Rillos. Overlap opportunity for Coley not to go for it. Instead, switching the pitch to the far side. Tegan Ludwig trying to run into this one. Ludwig now beats the ball there by Scrutton, and she turns it up the other way. And here comes another attack. Trying to run into this ball is Summer McSwain. She's into the 18. Going to try and turn away from the pressure. She does. Serves one with the left foot. Gathered in by Caroline Lepori. And the Sailors
far sideline is Scrutton and Ludwig
come top of her 18 and punts one away.
Battle that will ensue.
As they'll be knocked down by Izzy Rillos. A little too much on that ball, however. And then a good tackle from Sophie Leeson.
Ball sends a
ball work far sideline as Scrutton and Ludwig come together. Trying to that is a battle that will ensue
off of the Steamboat player. Lucy Wilson took a swing at that.
Up with the ball. Sends a long one that finds the foot of Aaron Peterson. Peterson
into the goal.
Trying to attack. Service comes in off of the Steamboat player. Lucy Wilson took a swing at that. Had to go off of her outside of her foot and almost carried into the goal.
16
just wide, and another corner kick coming up, and that means that dangerous.
Once again, it's Summer McSwain who will serve in. She got her sister last.
This corner from the near side.
Play, and Devin gets a head on it, but sends it wide of the goal.
First half action, 1-1 score. They're trying once again, Summer McSwain who will serve it in. She got her sister last time, looking for the same play, and Devin gets a head on it, but sends it wide of the goal frame.
On KTYV 98.
They're trying to argue that went off of a defender. It did not. So it will be a goal kick for Caroline Lepori and your Steamboat Sailors, right to left. On KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM and online at steamboatradio.com. Brought to you online by the Corner Slice. Head there after the game, get 2 slices for $5.
Coley, players collide, go down, Steamboat comes up the ball. It's going to be worked back to Lucy Wilson.
What we call the Breckenridge Mall.
Field herself looking for a long
up field. Here's Izzy Rillos challenging. She gets help from Rochelle Coley. Players collide, go down, and Coley comes up the ball. It's going to be worked back to Lucy Wilson. Wilson can work it up the field herself, looking for a long through ball, doesn't have it.
Touches it away from
Finnegan was seventh check into the game here for
substitution.
Finnegan White
in for
all work far side deep corner. Holland Reese touches it away from Peterson.
Levin Thomas.
It eventually looks as though we're going to get ourselves a quick substitution. Finnegan comes in for
a 1-1 game.
Glenwood Springs, and checking out is
high school.
Levin Thomas
headed away.
Throwing deep here in Steamboat territory for Glenwood Springs Demons. Under 16 minutes left in the 1-1 game.
Far side
here, just out in front of Glenwood Springs High School. Toss comes in, headed away, went off the Steamboat player. Third corner kick of the afternoon coming up for the Demons. We'll take it from that far side.
Here now,
Summer McSwain
comes the service
on that far side of the field. Once more, going to see her sister trot in. Devin Pori, good look, trying to just be
set plays here from Glenn
Romer here. Now she's double teamed. Here comes the service
with
off some heads and wide,
but question.
A goal kick coming up for Caroline Lepori. Good looking with some of those set plays here from Glenwood, though.
Going from practicing and playing half their games on the small field.
You got to be impressed with their play so far, but question whether or not
the restart serves one in, and that's going to end
some
up
of those
Front-Range
teams going from
down to the 18. Dangerous opportunity, shot wide
to a true turf.
Aaron Peterson, who just watched Lucy
off
Wilson
the restart, serves one in. That's going to end up getting kicked out by Holland Reese. Chested down to the 18. Dangerous opportunity, shot wide
to avoid trouble
by Aaron Peterson, who just watched Lucy Wilson come in to settle that ball, and it came right to Peterson. So
1-1 score.
Dangerous play there, but
a goal from Izzy Rillos.
Sailors do avoid trouble.
Play from Devin.
Another goal kick coming up here for Caroline Lepori. Under 15 minutes left. First half of action. 1-1 score.
With
Steamboat got a goal from Izzy Rillos, followed up by a nice header play from Devin McSwain.
Battling through
Glenwood
Springs. There, not giving up on the play.
Now Wilson knocks it down. Serves one up to Coley. With the left foot, she puts it forward to Izzy Rillos. Tries to settle pin.
Izzy Rillos
comes up with a second chance. Battling through. Nice job there. Not giving up on the play. Work to that far side.
Toss comes in. it will be a Steamboat throw-in coming up now for the Sailors. Great job from Izzy Rillos and Segan Ludwig, both working hard on that play, earning at least an opportunity possession. Toss comes in, comes free, and works to Glenwood's favor. Long through ball, Finnegan trying to turn the Jets on. Foot race here against Eli Roche. Both go down.
They build from the back. Wilson.
And away from it will be a stop from Caroline Lepori.
Knocked down by Glenwood Springs Demon player.
She'll just roll this one into Lucy Wilson as they build from the back. Wilson,
13:40 left.
Pressure turns the corner, sends it up the field, knocked down by Glenwood Springs Demon player. Long service will hop a couple times into the hands of Caroline Lepori once again. 13:40 left in first half action. Steamboat Sailors all knotted up one apiece. Glenwood Springs to right to left on the radio dial.
Also, the Allison Agency with Allstate.
We want to thank Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals.
Purposes.
If you have friends coming to town, give them a call at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. Also, the Allison Agency with Allstate, proud to ensure victory for the Sailors and serve the Yampa Valley for all insurance purposes.
Fully owned and operated the contractor's choice and homeowner.
Get Doc's Auto Club taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank member FDIC, and Alpine Lumber.
27.
Fully owned and operated the contractor's choice and homeowner's friend. Emma Meyer checks into the game as left outside back.
For a moment.
Out comes Eli Roche. She had a good little
sends a nice little pass for Sydney Graham back to Lucy.
27 minutes
back
play there.
Settles with the right foot, sends one up with the left.
Off the throw from the far side. Glenwood has it for a moment. Intercepted by Holland Reese. Sends a nice little pass up to Sydney Graham. Back to Lucy Wilson on the back line. Who settles with the right foot, sends one up with the left. Gets Rillos, trying to get Leeson on a one-touch play. Wilson has to step into a passing lane. Intercepts the ball. Sends it up, though, and that's going to be cut down by Scrutton, who's trying to get away from pressure. Good job from Drobic, not giving up on the play. Scrutton switches the pitch to Finnegan. Settles it with the
throw one down.
Chest on the near side. Has help worked up the near sideline, but out of play. Throwing Steamboat just about that midfield line. It will be Emma Meyer to take it for the Sailors.
Works back and
she will just throw one down. Wilson will have this.
Skips into the hands of Caroline
trying to challenge.
So there's a little bit of a
slow up there.
The rain really came down hard, and it's going to
ball works back and forth between the teams.
On a turf field.
Eventually skips into the hands of Caroline.
Here comes an attack. Rochelle Coley trying to get behind that last defender. Into the 18 opportunity. Coley steps into one, fired it wide and
on a turf
with the left foot, but a good
kind of neutralizes. Here comes an attack. Rochelle Coley trying to get behind that last defender. Into the 18 opportunity. Coley steps into one, fired it wide and high with the left foot, but a good chance. And again, that was really because of what I was just trying to talk about, and that is with the rain, it'll nullify some of that friction that was magnified on a natural turf, and so Steamboat just utilized it. They got a good little through ball that ended up skipping away, and Rochelle Coley had a great chance at it.
Springs trying to attack once again. They'll try and attack
the left wide with the left foot, but it stayed over. Didn't miss it by a whole lot.
Running into it as Summer
had that upper left corner marked.
McSwain stops up on Delaney.
Now Glenwood Springs trying to attack once again. They'll try and attack that left flank.
Shot
and a good through ball. And Reese running into it as Summer McSwain
goes over the head of one,
and McSwain stops up on Delaney Moon. Great job to
Devin McSwain.
Stop right with her, though. Now a shot. All work kicked out by Holland Reese.
The big circle.
And it goes over the head of one defender. Rillos challenging, but she can't get it away from Devin McSwain. Goal scorer.
Grab on White's jersey.
All work free.
Not successful in
doing
doing
the big circle, taken by Glenwood Springs.
Graham.
And Sarah Helm, who had it there for a moment, sends it to Finnegan near side.
Emma Meyer.
She's going to try and grab onto Emma Meyer's jersey, knock her off the ball. Not successful in doing so. Finds Sydney Graham. Graham will give and go play to Drobic. Now she'll send it outside to Emma Meyer.
Scrutton
skipped away from her. Throwing coming now for Glenwood Springs.
A long ball attempt again.
As the Demons
couldn't get it past Graham. Graham and Cole wide there for Steamboat.
Who didn't like her initial toss.
Switches the pitch to that far
now
side.
Makes a long ball attempt again. Worked it. Couldn't get it past Graham. Graham and Coley both collide there for Steamboat. Ball comes free to Scrutton. Switches the pitch to that far side.
And it seems as though it doesn't like the rain. Monica doesn't like it.
The ball is going to be taken by Ashley Weir.
Weir almost has.
He's got a big mop on that head of hers. And it seems as though it doesn't like the rain. Monica doesn't like how the rain gives her curls, but Ashley Weir almost has a
long
worst time of it than Monica.
By Devin
Rowan coming up now for Steamboat. It's going to go over the head of Tegan Ludwig. Gets away from her initially.
Eventually blocked.
Glenwood had it for a moment.
Here's Finnegan. Taking up this near sideline. She keeps it in play with a through ball, but that's going to go into the 18. Gathered by Caroline Lepori. Under 10 to go now. First half of the action.
Gather his thoughts. Here's Finnegan
here from
taking up this near sideline. She keeps it
Confident play with a through ball, but that's going to go into the 18 and be gathered by Caroline Lepore. Under 10 to go now, first half of action. 1-1 game here from Glenwood Springs High School. Lepore punts one
again, trying to get it
up
out
the
the field.
field.
It's tackled away
from going to hop once. Ludwig is there, settles with the legs, able to try and push it forward, but Weir with a good defensive play. Ludwig does recover for a moment, turns it again, trying to get it upfield, but it's tackled away from her, and here's Weir. Cuts in the middle of the pitch, knocks off Tegan Ludwig, who is looking to
check in for Steamboat.
Get back defensively, finds Finnegan on
take it.
Nice little switch, and eventually here is Izzy Rillos.
Her sister Summer.
Ashley Spiegel set to check in for Steamboat.
Up the left.
In the meantime, though, McSwain will take it.
Middle of the pitch. Nice job.
Devin McSwain sends it up that far side, finding her sister Summer.
Across that far side.
Goes back to Weir. Back up again to McSwain. Up the left attacking position. Gets it to the middle of the pitch. Nice job from Lucy Wilson. Cutting that one down and clearing it across that far sideline.
Lily.
Throw-in coming up, but before that we'll have a quick substitution, at least for Glenwood Springs, I believe.
Spiegel comes in as well.
Here comes Tatum Lilly.
Ludwig will take a breather. 8:09 left, taking down first half action. 1-1 game from Glenwood Springs High School. Throwing
Spiegel comes in as well, and Tegan Ludwig will
battled for
take a breather here. 8:09 left and taking down first half action. 1-1 game over the Glenwood Springs High School. Throwing far side is going to be taken by the Demons.
Aaron Peterson
battled for
and step all evening long.
Wrapping up Delaney Moon, getting free. An opportunity here.
Corey sets it to the near side
goal frame, and a goal kick coming up now for Steamboat.
First half action. 1-1
Aaron
game.
Peterson has been on the doorstep all evening long.
Wilson takes it, sends it to the middle of the pitch.
Caroline Lepore sets it to the near side of the 6. 7:43 to go.
Coley gets
first half action. 1-1 game
away from her, and
ball's just going to be kicked right up to the near side. Lucy Wilson takes it, sends it to the middle of the pitch, finds Sophie Leeson. One touch play back there to Sydney Graham. Up now to Rochelle Coley, gets under her foot, slid away from her, and throwing coming from the near side now for Celia Scrutton.
Away from a number of
Scrutton's going to have another toss.
Worked up
and nice challenge there from Sophie Leeson.
But Scrutton
comes free, gets a little help from Rochelle Coley, but it's tackled away from her possession by Sarah Helm. Helm's pass gets away from a number of different players on both sides. Worked up the field, and here's Izzy Rillos trying to challenge, but Scrutton with good play.
Meyer from the near side.
Gets help from Weir, sent into the big circle away then as Emma Meyer tries to turn the Jets on.
By Sophie Leeson.
And it goes off of Finnegan last throw, and Steamboat Meyer from the near sideline.
Bench throwing
tosses this one over the head of Finnegan. Knocked down by Scrutton, who got low for that. Then sent up the field by Sophie Leeson.
6:43 left.
Too far for Coley, out of bounds, just in front of the Glenwood bench. Throwing coming for the Demons.
Rochelle Coley, who had that great opportunity.
Will take this for the girls in white.
Just high and wide.
6:43 left.
Scrutton with the long ball yet again.
Moved over to this near side to mark up on Rochelle Coley, who had that great opportunity
up now
that she sent just high and wide.
This time. Toss going to be taken by
the long ball yet again.
Horshack gets
knocked out by Sophie Leeson, and yet another throw coming up now.
Once more, Glenwood
just in front of the Steamboat bench this time.
Outside on that far side
going to be taken by
away from
Horshack. Horshack gets a good little throw in, but it's taken back by Steamboat for a moment.
Talking about. Well,
once more, Glenwood possesses Sarah Helm to the outside on that far side of the field. Got away from McSwain.
Thrown
online. Steamboat now. Again, you can kind of see what I was talking about
earlier
or hear, depending on what your medium of broadcast watchability or listenability
is the weather.
Online, you're watching at steamboatradio.com.
Here's a chance for Glenwood Springs. What a play from Lepore. She didn't hesitate at all, and she needed to do exactly what she did.
Great equalizer
got
is
right
the weather.
Out, challenged, and did not allow.
Here's a chance for Glenwood Springs. What a play from Lepore.
Move on.
She didn't hesitate at all, and she needed to do exactly what she did. Got right out, challenged, and did not allow for Peterson,
as I was kind of saying,
to come in and make a move on her. Great play from Caroline Lepore, who's having herself one heck
with this
of the first half
that we saw. It's going to kind of stay on the field.
As I was kind of saying, just to finish that thought up and wrap it up here in a pretty little bow.
Turf.
With this rain that we saw, it's going to kind of stay on the field. It's natural turf, so it's not really able to get that shed as well as it does on that turf. It's natural grass field.
Be able to kind of have it. It's slipping away.
You can see the ball kind of skipping away from everyone.
Both sides.
Not really able to get that second opportunity to control.
We're going to have a goal kick coming up as an opportunity. Found too many laces on
whereas
the ball.
You normally would be able to kind of have it slipping away from players.
44 left. First
on both sides of it.
1-1 game.
That's the equalizer. We're going to have a goal kick coming up as an opportunity. Found too many laces under the ball
on a second.
Glenwood Springs, so Caroline Lepore will kick it away with 4:44 left. First half of action, 1-1 game.
That's really been
Steamboat's really had one
so far.
far, but
golden chance they scored on. The second one from Rochelle Coley misfired. Won't even count as a shot on goal, but it will be a great scoring chance. That's really been the offense that we've seen from the Sailors so far, but it's 1-1, and that's what counts. They never asked how.
As they went shoulder to shoulder,
and they never asked how, just how many.
Free kick, in comes
Scrutton thrown to the turf there by
this kick.
Lucy Wilson as they went shoulder to shoulder, and
for Glenwood Springs,
she's going to take a free kick. In comes McSwain to take this kick.
Big leg serves one up, and it's going to be headed over.
Devin McSwain has the goal for Glenwood Springs. She's going to kick this one away for the Demons as well.
Score.
She's got a big leg, serves one up, and it's going to be headed over and into the back of the net. Goal.
Lily on the receiving end of a great service from McSwain, and 2-1 Glenwood. 3:50
looks as though Tatum Lilly is the one who is celebrating. So Lily on the receiving end of a great service from McSwain, and it's 2-1 Glenwood. 3:50 left in this first half of play.
Izzy Rillos is in the big circle for Steamboat.
Sailors will have the ensuing kickoff.
Restart comes. Lucy Wilson will take it for the Sailors. Swings it out.
Izzy Rillos is in the big circle
side
for
of the pitch
Steamboat.
where Delaney Moon waits. Moon tries to make a move around a defender, gets there.
So, restart comes. Lucy Wilson will take it for the Sailors. Swings it out into the lane. Far side of the pitch where Delaney Moon waits. Moon tries to make a move around a defender, gets there. Tried to work it upfield, taken away from her by Weir.
Toss.
Weir then ducks into the lane, and it's going to be cleared by Drobick out of bounds, throwing about that midfield slot for Glenwood Springs. McSwain will take the toss.
Sideline. Tough for me to really tell where it
out. Good defensive play. Still in? I don't know how that would have stayed. We finally get the whistle.
That sideline is. 3:07 left.
Cross that far sideline. Tough for me to really tell where it is here on the field, just due to the
with two unanswered
angle that I'm looking at. I can't really tell where that sideline is.
Drobick now.
3:07 left, first half of action, 2-1 score.
Taken back by Glenwood Springs once again.
Glenwood Springs with two unanswered has taken the lead from Steamboat.
Emma Myers trying to
Drobick now. She's fighting for this one. Ball comes free. Spiegels in the lane.
Was running in on her.
Taken back by Glenwood Springs once again.
Now will be
worked up this near flank.
Springs, and it looks as though
Emma Myers trying to chase it down. She's forced to kick it out of play.
The long ball.
Horshack was running in on her.
Back get it to the 18. Cleared out nicely.
Now will be a throw. Horshack to take it for Glenwood Springs. And it looks as though they're confident in her ability to get it in deep. Horshack, the long ball specialist here. She does in fact get it to the 18. Cleared out nicely by Wilson. To the top of the 18 only. Shot coming in is cleared out by Sydney Graham. Nice pursuit there.
Once again, here comes
from Steamboat. Now the ball works to the other side of the field. Hannah Jewell out to play that.
Holland Reese
clears it up the field.
Chases it down. Got a first touch on it, but then there's a big collision.
Once again, here comes a follow-up. Steamboat trying to find some offense in the waning moments of first half action. Cleared back by Glenwood Springs. Holland Reese is there. Chases it down. Got a first touch on it, but then there's a big collision.
As she went shoulder to shoulder with Tatum Lilly.
And what a play there. Holland Reese got all ball.
We saw the same exact play.
She's not happy with it.
Where
as she went shoulder to shoulder with Tatum Lilly.
The player knocked him down, got ball,
and slid and got all ball. We saw the same exact play at the other end of the field where Scrutton slid shoulder to shoulder with the player, knocked him down, got ball, and there was no whistle. So a little unfortunate to see that.
Once more, take this one just outside the 18. So a good chance, another set
officials
play.
Only make the calls they see.
Scored on.
It's going to be
set plays on both times. Big save from Lepore. He punches it out. Weird with a great chance.
So a good chance, another set play here. Glenwood Springs has scored on
from Caroline Lepore.
Set plays on both times. Big save from Lepore. He punches it out. Weir with a great chance.
I alluded to earlier,
off of a shot from distance, but actually better save from Caroline Lepore. Another corner kick coming up here for Glenwood Springs.
Corner coming from the near side.
As I alluded to earlier, that one of the only places I remember that actually still stops the clock at 2 minutes, and they have. We're on the officials' time now.
Sailors ball here.
2-1 coming from the near side. Service is up to the back post. Whistle blows.
Is
free kick now for Steamboat.
Sailors who are right to left on the radio
ball here.
For the next minute.
2-1 score. Glenwood Springs
along the official deems is kick this one away.
On top of your Steamboat Sailors who are with the right to left on the radio dial here for the next minute and a half or so.
Tried to push it forward, couldn't get it to
along the official deans.
Right back, worked it away.
Kick this one away.
Initial touch on
lobs one up the field. Settled with the right leg of a Glenwood player. Taken back by Steamboat. Lisa tried to push it forward, couldn't get it to Coley.
Up and finds.
Taken right back, worked the other way. away. Scrutton had the initial touch on it. Leeson got help from Zoe Harbor as well.
Leeson with a good
back on your side. Scrutton's going to try and chase it down. She does. Passes one up and finds
for Glenwood
Horshak. Horshak trying to get away from Sophie Leeson.
Horshak again to try and
Leeson with a good ball on that. It's going to be a throw-in coming up here. A few feet off the end line for Glenwood Springs.
Clearing attempt is successful for Steamboat.
Horshak again to try and throw this one in with a loaded box. 5 white jerseys there.
Kicked wide, and there's Holland Reese.
Cluster of red jerseys.
And we've got the whistle, so first half is in the books. 2-1 score. Glenwood Springs on top of your
Step right into Ashley Spiegel. Another opportunity kicked wide, and there's Holland Reese.
From Glenwood have them.
And we've got the whistle, so first half is in the books. 2-1 score. Glenwood Springs on top of your Steamboat Sailors.
We'll be back with the second half.
Izzy Rillos opened up the scoring. 2 goals unanswered from Glenwood, have them on top.
Sailors girls soccer.
And we head
from Glenwood Springs
to halftime here after the first 40 minutes.
SteamboatRadio.com.
We'll be back with the second half. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, bringing you Steamboat Sailors girls soccer.
What are you doing here, man?
From Glenwood Springs High School. You can also watch online at SteamboatRadio.com.
Yeah. How are you? I thought I ran into you at a hockey game up there a couple years ago.
You may have.
Yeah, you were doing right here. But anyway, yeah, I moved here 3.5 years ago.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's great, man. Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. This is 98.9 KTYV, bringing you Steamboat Sailors Soccer. Sponsored by Docs Auto Clinic,
Yampa Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Bucket with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. Check out the complete schedule while you're there. Steamboat Sailors Soccer was also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Our sponsors support the sailors, so return the favor and support our sponsors. Steamboat Sailors Soccer! Only on 98.9 KTYV and SteamboatRadio.com.
Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of Yampa Valley Bank, a proud sponsor of Steamboat Sailors sports broadcasts. The sure sign of spring in Ski Town, USA is the annual plowing at the Gardner Turf Field. You know what that means, sports fans. Men's lacrosse, ladies soccer, and the excitement of spring sports in the Rockies. It might be a blizzard, it might be 60 degrees, but with our hometown sailors, it's always fun. Yampa Valley Bank congratulates all the Steamboat Sailor athletes for your efforts. Let's go, Sailors! Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASC certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailors Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Sloan Russell, and I'm a sophomore at Steamboat Springs High School. My number is 24, and I play defense. I've been playing high school soccer for 2 years now, and I also like to dance. I'd like to go to college at CU or Colorado School of Mines. I'm thinking about playing soccer in college. In 10 years, I would like to be maybe coaching soccer. Outside of school, I'm involved in sewing and piano. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Lilo and Stitch because I love Disney. Next summer, I plan to coach at camps in Denver and play soccer. My goals for this season are to just improve myself as a player individually and help my team to win. My goals for life are to get a good education and be an engineer. What I remember most about being a sailor is the family that comes with being part of a team. My name is Sloan Russell. I am a sophomore in Steamboat Springs High School, and I am proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, my name is Sydney Graham, and I'm a sophomore at Steamboat High School. My number is 7. I play midfield, and I've been playing for about 10 years. I enjoy playing badminton, and I love to ski. I would like to go to college in the East Coast. I will most likely be playing in college. I see myself in 10 years being a successful person, enjoying life, and not regretting anything. Outside of school, I'm also involved in eating food and driving my truck. My favorite subject in school is math, because I like the challenge. My favorite movie is Dazed and Confused because I think it would be fun to live in the 70s and have a good time. Next summer, I will be going to concerts and traveling over Colorado, camping and hiking. My goals for this season are to be a competitive team and lead our team to playoffs. My goals in life are to become either a physical therapist or a doctor and travel the world. What I will remember most about being a sailor is the environment we create for one another and the fun we have together. My name is Sydney Graham. I'm a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches, they're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Tegan Ludwig, and I'm a senior at SSHS. I'm number 2. I play defense. I've been playing since I was 5. I also like to ski and sail. I don't know where I want to go to college, possibly CU Boulder. I don't think I'll play competitively in college. In 10 years, I don't know where I'll be. I'm just living in the moment. Outside of school, I'm also involved in a lot of clubs and volunteer work. My favorite subject in school is science or sociology. My favorite movie is Interstellar because I want to be an astronaut. Next summer, I'm going to be spending as much time as I can with my friends before I leave for my gap year. My goals for this season are to have a successful season with a lot of wins, for everyone to be really close. My goals for life are to be happy. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is the support from the community. I'm Tegan Ludwig, I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here from Glenwood Springs High School. Do need to apologize. It was completely my fault. I forgot to flip up a switch. Being that it's just me, occasionally I do fib a little bit, and I forgot to flip that second switch up, so audio was probably pretty wanky in that first half if you're watching online at steamboatradio.com, so my apologies again on that. I know we have a few viewers, and I did have someone that had asked about that, so my fault, and I am very sorry, but we got that resolved and all set for the second half of action. Do want to thank the Corner Slice bringing you the exclusive online streaming sponsor. You can go there after the game for 2 slices for just $5. The Corner Slice celebrates the Sailors with good food, fun, and friends in Old Town Square in downtown Steamboat. Want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank member FDIC, and Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice and homeowner's friend. You're listening terrestrially at 98.9 KTYV, Sports on FM. Caroline Lepori going to be playing this whole game, and it was one of those things I talked about with Brian. If the keeper comes in and makes a statement, then they could very well earn themselves a second half of play. But more important than all of that, I have some really big news for those of you watching. For the second time this year, Keelan Vargas is taking the pitch. Senior for the Steamboat Sailors. She's shaking out the nerves here, but she is getting playing time, and that's to the resounding uproar of the fans that have made their way down. It's exciting to see her out there. Keelan Vargas back for your Sailors, getting a little bit of action here in the second half. I'm extremely happy to see that because I ran into her at Walmart just a few days ago. I think it was Sunday or Monday, and had asked her how it was progressing, and clearly the PT has paid off. 2-1 score, Steamboat in their red uniforms away. They're left to right on the radio dial here in second half action. Down by just a goal, and we'll see if that senior leadership can come through. Keelan Vargas on the field once again. Worked over to the far side of the pitch. It's going to be taken by Steamboat's Eli Roach. Gives it to Graham. Back to Roach on the far sideline. Tried to work it up to Coley, but it got away from her, and so it's going to be a Glenwood Springs ball. Toss coming in from that far side. Trying to chase this one down is Sydney Graham. She got a foot on it, had help from Holland Reese. They push it out of bounds on that far side of the field. Another throw in deep here in Steamboat territory for Glenwood Springs. They get it into Aaron Peterson, turns it, serves it into the box, and it's bouncing around. Lepori out there makes a nice play at the ball and trots out to the top of her 18 before punting one away. Just underway here in a 2-1 game, second half action. A minute in to the second stanza. Sophie Leeson was running right into a gal there with her right knee, and looks like she might be calling for a quick substitution. Not sure, we'll see. It looks as though her knee's a little shaken up as she ran right into Devin McSwain and eventually takes a knee here for Steamboat. And so quickly, Tegan Ludwig warms up for the Sailors. Sophie Leeson hobbling off the pitch here for Steamboat. She'll get tended to. The sophomore here for the Sailors. Will be a throw-in when it's all said and done for Steamboat near sideline. Riley Hodge is going to take the toss for your Sailors donning their red uniforms, white numbers, and trim if you're just joining us here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Ball eventually does work its way across the end line in totality. Looks as though Delaney Moon has been moved up to that right attack slot as the Sailors will look to find a little more offense here and at least tie things up. Down just 2-1. Izzy Rillos, the goal scorer, way back in the first half of play, and then 2 unanswered from McSwain and Lilly. That was where we are now. Here's Tegan Ludwig, though, trying to attack. She's got Rochelle Coley, bounces around, and eventually gobbled up by Hannah Jewell. Good looking start to the second half, though. A lot better than the first half when Steamboat was really on their heels for the majority of the 40. Going to be a throw-in coming up for Steamboat now as it went off of a Glenwood Springs player last. Eli Roach to take the toss, far sideline, in her own half of play. Roach surveys, tried to give it in to Sydney Graham, got away from her. Glenwood Springs takes over, big hit there. Check of the game, Sydney Graham went shoulder to shoulder with Aaron Peterson. I love it. That's a hockey play right there. Sydney Graham with a nice little shoulder check, and it was a good play as well. Ball now worked by Eli Roach as I was busy marveling at that one. Here's Delaney Moon trying to come up on Devin McSwain, but Devin with a nice play there defensively. Worked it up the field, taken back by Lucy Wilson. Give and go play to Drobick was unsuccessful. A little too far on the return feed, and so a throw in from the near side. Levin Thomas to take it. Thomas going to get it in there to Aaron Peterson. Chests it down. Challenged immediately by Hodges. And you can see Steamboat a little bit more feisty in this second half, starting things off. Not going to allow that easy access for Glenwood Springs and deep into their half of play. It is going to be worked up by Emma Harbour while I was busy talking. Taken away from her. Nice tackle there from Eli Roach. Gets it upfield. She's going to find Vargas. Keelan Vargas sends that one, trying for the through ball to Tegan Ludwig. Couldn't quite connect. Now Delaney Moon just absolutely barreled over. Drobick in there as well. Foul against Drobick. And Moon laughing at that one because she didn't get a call, and there was no ball on that. Moon was just absolutely ran over. Now it's going to be Devin McSwain for the free kick here, just a few feet inside, or a few yards, inside this Steamboat half. McSwain going to serve it up with the right leg. She's going for goal here, and it's in. Wow, Devin McSwain just put one home 10 yards inside the Steamboat half of play. She let it rip, and that's her second goal of the game. Got over the head of Caroline Lepori. And those are just so tough as a keeper. 3-1 score now. Steamboat had really came off a little stronger to start this one. 35-48 left. 3-1 game. Glenwood Springs on top. Sydney Graham coming to challenge. Now that's really unfortunate because Delaney Moon got fouled and there was no call, and then all of a sudden the kind of weak whistle there turns into a goal, and that just changes the whole dynamic of this one down the stretch. A little bit frustrating to watch, but it happens. I'm not the official out there, and I'm a hockey guy, so who knows. Here is Glenwood Springs with the ball now at the midfield line. They work it out to the far side. Summer McSwain gets it inside to Leanne Johnson. Long through ball. Chased down by Holland Reese. Pushed out of play. Throw-in coming for Glenwood. Deep in Steamboat territory. And it looks as though it's once again going to be taken by Summer McSwain, who has been slotted into that right outside back position, I believe. 34-53 left. Second half action. 3-1 score. Glenwood on top. And in comes Peterson. And here now is a ball for Steamboat. Rochelle Coley gives it into Drobick. Drobick tries to work into the middle of the field. Reversing course is Keelan Vargas. She ends up challenging for this ball, and another whistle. Foul this time against Glenwood. Free kick Steamboat. Now it's going to be Lucy Wilson who will take this for the Sailors. 34-20 left in the game. 3-1 lead for Glenwood. Lucy Wilson going to step into this for Steamboat, and that one ends up hitting right off of Aaron Peterson. Comes out. Holland Reese will put it up this near sideline. Delaney Moon is challenging for it there for the Sailors. Keeps it in. Nice job from Moon on the sideline. Runs into a double team. Still fighting for the ball. Pushes it forward, looking for Drobick. Moon follows up. She gets it into Vargas. Vargas with some good control. And Keelan Vargas tries to go low on a Glenwood player. Couldn't keep control of the ball, however, and it's going to be worked by the Demons now as they just push it to their back line. Back to where it goes off the foot of Mulhall. Comes free to the big circle. There's Drobick and Vargas both. Comes up that left wing, and Rochelle Coley is going to at least get one touch on that one, and then, again, bodies collide. Player ends up going down for Glenwood Springs. Rochelle Coley pushed that out of play. And Glenwood will watch on as they've got an injury on the field. Demons player now slowly regains her feet. That's Leanne Johnson. I think she has to sub off per Shasta rules. They stopped the clock for her. Okay, I don't really... Yes, they do. So Johnson's going to take the long route around. She'll walk to that far sideline, and in her stead will come Celia Scrutton. Scrutton has this. It's going to be a throw-in deep in their own territory for Glenwood. 33-12 left. Restart whistle comes. Clock starts again. Scrutton tosses this one. And Sydney Graham went with Erin Peterson there, and Peterson gave her a little shot in the back. Wasn't off a Steamboat player. Scrutton with another throw over the head there of Peterson. Challenge for Eli Roach trying to get in there. Peterson comes running in. Lucy Wilson with a nice defensive play for Steamboat. Sailors will work it up the near side now. Riley Hodges steps into a ball. She gets it up to Rochelle Coley. Into Graham. One-touch play to that outside. Keelan Vargas going to try and turn the corner. Through ball there from Vargas. A little too far for Rochelle Coley, and it's cleared out by Glenwood. Throw in Steamboat far side. It's going to be Roach to take it. 32-34 left. And ticking down in this one. 3-1 lead for Glenwood Springs over your Steamboat Sailors. Ball eventually worked out to the foot of Peterson. Swings it to this near side. Gathered in there by Levin Thomas. Thomas up looking for the return feed to Peterson. Too far for her. Wilson will get there for Steamboat. Reversing course, getting away from Peterson. Makes a play to this near side, and that's Moon. Try to get it into Drobick. Goes off of a Glenwood player. Then Drobick and out of bounds. Throw in for Glenwood. Levin Thomas to take the toss. Gets it inside, finds the head there of Peterson, out of bounds off of her noggin, though, and the throw in for Steamboat deep in their own territory. Riley Hodges to take this, under 32 minutes to play in the game. 3-1 lead for Glenwood Springs. Hodges just going to toss it in to Lucy Wilson, settles with the right foot, challenged immediately there as barreling in was Mo Reese. Clearing attempt from Steamboat, knocked down. Keelan Vargas, pursuit right now, and a heavy one. Gets help from Drobick as well. Ball works its way free. Weir ends up with it, and Vargas challenges. Kicks one up the near side for Steamboat, and it goes out of play. Throw-in coming up for McSwain and company. She's going to take this one from the near side, just in front of the Steamboat bench. 31-10 left. McSwain going for the long ball. That one's going to be knocked down by Hodges, taken for a moment by Peterson. Steamboat has it again. Worked to the outside by Vargas, too far for Delaney Moon. Throwing for Weir. Weir takes it for Glenwood. Toss eventually battled for. Weir is just low. She wasn't even doing anything there except getting in the way. And the ball goes off a Steamboat player and out of bounds deep here in Steamboat territory now. Substitution being made. Coming on is Sarah Helm, and coming off is Emma Harbor for Glenwood Springs. Demons up 3-1 against your Sailors. They'll have a throw-in. Weir to take it. As Ashley Weir with a long ball attempt. She finds Peterson, heads it along. She's got Mo Reese. Service attempt from Reese, knocked down, put the other way. Steamboat trying to push up field, but Ashley Weir gets in the way. Sends it up again into the 18, and it'll be gathered in there by Caroline Lepori. She'll trot out to the top of her 18 with half an hour to go in the game. Big kick from Lepori. It's going to hop once. Knocked down out of the air by Claudia Huron. Huron gets a little bit of help, work to the outside, and here comes Glenwood Springs. Trying to push play again. Good defensive play from Sydney Graham for your Sailors. But Glenwood still possesses Drobick in there as well, fighting for it. Work to that outside. Scrutton keeps it in. No. Whistle blows. It went out of bounds. Throw in for Steamboat, far sideline. 29:40 left and ticking down. Do want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Also Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice, and the homeowner's friend. Steamboat Dental Center, another proud supporter of Sailors Athletics. Dentistry designed for you. Visit Dr. Whitty and the team or check them out online at steamboatdentalcenter.com. Ball comes to the near sideline. It's going to be worked by Levin Thomas. Gets back to Ashley Weir. Weir now touches to the middle of the pitch. She got a mark in Claudia Hurons. Hurons goes up the near sideline, and eventually it will be worked up by Lepori. who was out well outside the 18 to play that ball. She got it to Sydney Graham via Delaney Moon. Graham was going to lose possession there, taken now by Hurons, who tried to get it up to Mo Reese. Knocked away from her by the foot of Lucy Wilson, who had help from Riley Hodges. Ball's now at the midfield line. Tegan Ludwig trying to play big against McSwain, who's one of the taller gals out there, and Tegan Ludwig is not. It's going to be worked now by Glenwood Springs. Chip through ball. Foot race. Holland Reese shoulder to shoulder there with Peterson. Peterson ties up and eventually drags her down. Foul and a free kick. I mean, you can only go so much. Aaron Peterson was just all over Holland Reese on that one. Finally got the whistle. Now here is the ensuing kick from goalkeeper Caroline Lepori. Girls go down now. That was Keelan Vargas tangled up with Hurons. Vargas tangled up with another gal from Glenwood Springs, and she gets right into the game, is not afraid to play hard. Now another shot there. Sliding out is Lepori. Chance comes to the top of the 18. Caroline Lepori has to regain the 6. Big collisions again. Vargas goes down after tying up with Peterson. Peterson is a little worse for wear here. Ball comes out for Steamboat. Rochelle Coley goes up to Tegan Ludwig. Ludwig reversing course, gives it off to Delaney Moon. Moon is going to try and cut away from a defender, followed up by Riley Hodges, who just absolutely ran over Ashley Weir, who's another undersized gal. Moon now out there with the left foot, tosses one in that one hops into the hands of Hannah Jewell. So players tangling up in this tough weather. It's not raining anymore, but it's already done its damage to this natural grass field. Through ball from Peterson is a good one. It's going to be chased down here by Levin Thomas. Thomas gets the ball, tries to give it back. Nice interception from Sydney Graham getting in a passing lane. She goes for a long through ball, knocked down by McSwain, and she's just a ball player. Devin McSwain has 2 goals already today and is an integral part of this team. Now here comes Thomas. Shot, big save from Lepori, who again is not hesitating at all. Clearing attempt again towards the goal frame. Lepori gets back, had help as well from, I believe that was Eli Roach getting back for Steamboat. So nice job there in support. Caroline Lepori has done an excellent job of not hesitating, which is sometimes a tough thing for a keeper. She's gotten out and made a number of saves because of that. Clearing attempt from Steamboat, knocked down by Ashley Weir. She gives it back now to the foot of Hurons, up that far side as they switch the pitch. In comes Scrutton, and she's going to be tackled away from her by Rochelle Coley. Followed up, however, by Glenwood Springs. They get the ball again. They'll swing it to the near side. Ashley Weir steps into it. Nice job from Hodges getting in her lane. Lucy Wilson follows up and will clear one to the near side. Kept in play by Glenwood Springs. Hodges comes up with the ball, finds Keelan Vargas, dishes off now. Nice little play. Here comes Sydney Graham. Graham trying to serve one up the field for Steamboat, not able to do so. 3-1 score here with 25.5 minutes to go in the game. Glenwood Springs on top for your Steamboat Sailors. A little chip through the near side off the foot of Peterson, and Peterson reverses course, gets it back, shoots. Big save from Lepori again, and a corner kick coming up. Big stop though from Caroline Lepori. Steamboat, if you're just joining us, left to right on the radio dial here in second half action. This corner kick coming from the far side of the field of play. It looks as though it's going to be Summer McSwain to take it. Aaron Peterson checking off after she was tangled up. She had a couple of real good plays after that, though. She may be tended to somewhat, though, by the trainer. So McSwain going to keep it low this time. Number of overruns, and here comes Devin McSwain trying for the hat trick, blocked off by a number of red jerseys. Good job there from Steamboat defensively. Worked up to Summer McSwain yet again from that far side. Clearing attempt hit off of Keelan Vargas. And Keelan's done an excellent job coming in for her first taste of action since the first game against Glenwood Springs. Only fitting that she gets back into action against Glenwood yet again, second half. She's playing that second half she wished she did in game 1. 24-10 left, 3-1 score. Glenwood Springs on top, but like I was saying, Vargas with Pretty solid play so far. 3-lady wall in front of this free kick for Glenwood Springs. It looks as though it's again going to be McSwain who is deadly. She's serving this one up, and nice job from Lepori out to gather that one out of the air. And Lepori's going to trot to the top of the 18. Punts this one, hops once. Tegan Ludwig upfield, marked up on immediately by Julia Mulhall. Worked up again by Glenwood Springs. Too far there for Levin Thomas, out of bounds. Throw in Steamboat in their own territory. This is Riley Hodges to take it near sideline. Now it's going to be headed around by Hodges. Overran by Mo Reese. Taken for a moment by Delaney Moon. Battled for by Sydney Graham. Graham reverses course. She's got an opening. Pushes back to the back line. Lucy Wilson, one-touch play to Holland Reese. Upfield now, too far for Drobick. Drobick has to turn and reverse course. Taken down by Scrutton. No ball on that one, and no whistle either. Drobick again. Gives it over to Lucy Wilson. Settles with the right foot. Fights through one gal. Taken back by Glenwood Springs on an intercept there from Sarah Helm. Worked up the right wing again. This was Summer McSwain. Dispossessed, however. And now it's going to be bouncing around between the two teams. Not a lot of possession. Eventually comes back. Riley Hodges gives it off to her keeper. Gets back on a give-and-go play there with Lepori. And now taking this one is Sarah Helm. Turns it into the middle of the field here. And gets Claudia Huron's. Huron's far side to Summer McSwain. McSwain cuts around one defensive player for Steamboat. Your Sailors left to right on the radio dial here in their red uniforms, white numbers, and trim. On KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. 22 minutes left in the game. Glenwood Springs up 3-1. Outside Glenwood Springs High School. Demons work it up the near side. Long ball. Again, in play because of the grass field. Shot goes wide. Goal kick coming up for Steamboat Springs. It's unbelievable to watch this, Kip, to see this, like, that ball is out by yards on any other field except this one. 21-25 left and ticking down second half action. Another substitution going to be made when that is eligible. Caroline Lepori gets it up to Delaney Moon. A little give-and-go play with Kelly Pedix, who's checked back into the game for Steamboat. Riley Hodges reverses course. Knocked away from her by Ashley Weir. Throw in for Hodges near sideline. 3-1 game. Steamboat down to Glenwood Springs, who has 3 unanswered goals after Izzy Rillos opened up the scoring. Want to thank Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between Town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Also, Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop, where you always meet by accident. Call Russell's at 879-1515. Steamboat Ace Hardware, another proud supporter of Sailors Athletics, the helpful place for hardware, tools, grills, garden, and more, offering customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. Whistle blows. Handball. Handball called. Steamboat with a really good opportunity to maybe get back into this game. This is going to be a free kick from just a few yards outside the top of the 18 here, and the Sailors are going to bring in Delaney Moon. There's 4 gals in the wall right now for this Glenwood Springs team. They've got some big players. They're tall. Delaney Moon is going to be the one to take this. The wall now getting moved back to the 10. And here is Delaney Moon. She's going to try and make something of this and probably go for goal on it. She'll chip it up, and a big save. Got it over the wall, but a stop there from Jewel, who didn't really struggle too much on that one and will punt one away. She hasn't seen a lot of action. Now it's going to be worked up, and Caroline Lepori steps out and kicks one well away from everybody. Looks as though Eden Reese is getting ready to possibly check into the game here for Steamboat. 3-1 lead, Glenwood Springs on top. Substitutions for the Demons. They bring in 3 fresh pairs of legs for a number of different players that'll sub out. Good game right now for Glenwood Springs, you can tell they're a solid team. Steamboat's been on their heels, though. They started off, it was a real bummer. They were down 2-1 to start the second half, and it looked like they had really come out with a lot more fire than we saw in that first half. But then the unfortunate no call against one of the Steamboat players, and immediately following there was a whistle and a foul against Steamboat, and then Devin McSwain went to work. She was about 15 yards deep in the offensive half for Glenwood Springs and put one home on a free kick. So that's where we stand, 3-1. Ball worked up. Here is Lucy Wilson, who is in the attacking slot now, as well as Delaney Moon, Kelly Pedix. Rochelle Coley's that left winger. So you're going full-bore offense if you're the Steamboat Sailors looking for something. Here's Lucy Wilson. She's going to chase this ball down. Puts it up that left wing a little further. Going to try and set up a good little service attempt. And eventually it's kept in play somehow, some way by Glenwood Springs. And again, it's natural grass field. It really does wonders for soccer and how much it can slow the ball down. Here's Summer McSwain with numbers up the field. McSwain gets around a last defender, comes in, serves one to the back post. Great hustle from Drobic getting back for Steamboat. Holland Reese follows up, gets it up to Pedix. Couldn't settle that one. Off the chest and keeping in play. Quick restart from Glenwood. Touched out again by Riley Hodges this time. 17 and a half minutes left in the game. And it's going to be a throw-in over the head of a defender. It'll be followed up. Here's a service attempt by Lilly that's knocked down. Clearing the attempt, knocked down by McSwain. And again, it's another battle for Glenwood Springs as they try and get some more offense going on here. Served to that far side. There's Finnegan taking it, firing off of a Steamboat defender and out of bounds. Look at that. That was out of bounds by half a ball. It was like almost not even across the end line. It stopped. Anyways, I digress. Far side service on another corner kick for Glenwood Springs. And Steamboat is left to right. Header this time goes over the goal. And it will be a goal kick for Caroline Lepori. Eden Reese will check in, however, before we get that. So Lepori out. Eden Reese comes in. She'll get 16 and a half minutes of play and immediately will get a first touch on the ball. Caroline Lepori had an unbelievable game. Played a lot of minutes. 65 minutes there for Lepori. Here comes an immediate attack, shot, goal. Wow. So Eden Reese checks into the game and immediately Glenwood Springs intercepts a ball and Natalia Taylor gets the goal on a nice-looking counter strike from Glenwood. And the Demons make it 4-1. 16-11 left. Sloan Russell and Emma Meyer checking in for Eli Roach and Drobic, respectively. 16-11 left here in the game now. 4-1 Glenwood. And that'll put the nail in the coffin. Nail in the proverbial coffin, so to speak. Unfortunate to see. Again, you saw this great start to the second half, and then that third goal of the game was a gift because it was just a poor no call, and then I'm not so disgruntled about that, but then to have the call that came after no whistle is really perturbing. But what are you going to do? It's irksome. Can't do anything. You don't have whistles up here. I want to thank UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center, helping you get back to full strength and you're feeling short-handed. Also, Chris Puckett at the downtown Edward Jones office. You can call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Throwing coming up for Steamboat. This is Emma Meyer who will be taking this one for your Sailors. A lot of positives to take from Steamboat. Defensively, they've had a lot of good sets. They had great play from Lepori. And, you know, the big thing, Keelan Vargas comes back in for the Sailors. If they're going to make a run of it, it's a tough game here. And I'll be really interested to see what happens. Because Glenwood's such a strong opponent this year, it might be that they could still, with the win against Centaurus, force their way into the playoffs. Here comes Delaney Moon. Touches up to Wilson. Onside play. Wilson going to trip one up, and a big save from Jewel with Moon coming down on her. Big stop from the netminder for Glenwood Springs. Good attack from Steamboat. Emma Meyer trying to follow that up with another good attack. And then Holland Reese steps into a nice ball. It's going to be turned upfield, and here's Lucy Wilson. Wilson trying to get away from a defender. Couldn't do it. Ball worked up the other way by Glenwood Springs. To the foot of Emma Harbor. Harbor goes up that right wing, trying to attack. Holland Reese steps into a lane. Kept in play here for Glenwood. And it's another attack for the Demons. Service comes across. Knocked by Hodges and gathered by Reese. And so with 14:07 to go and ticking down here, Reese will trot to the top of her 18 and punt one away. Right to the foot there of a Glenwood player. Got away from her, though, on the first touch. And Ashley Weir follows up. Well, control for Weir. She goes for a long through ball. Just a little outside for Tatum Lilly. Cleared out by Holland Reese. Throw in for Glenwood Springs near side. Sierra McKinney to take it. McKinney sets up. Gets it in quickly to Claudia Herons. Back to McKinney. Tackled off of her possession from Riley Hodges. Nice help there from Keelan Vargas as well, who was wrapped up foul free kick. Hodges will just give this one back to Holland Reese. Looks as though some players are warming up for Steamboat. They'll bring in a little backup. Reese is going to kick this one away. That's Holland. Both sisters out there playing. She'll get this upfield looking for Pedix off of her right foot. In towards Keelan Vargas. Vargas fights through. Nice job from Keelan. Comes up with the ball, sends it to the outside off of Hodges. An out throw in, but Ashley Weir was premature in that because there will be substitutions first. Izzy Rillos coming in, as is Tegan Ludwig, it looks like. Although they're not eligible to check in just yet. 12:40 left. Glenwood Springs brings in fresh troops. Now they are going to let him in. Ludwig comes in for Hodges, and it looks like Keelan Vargas may have seen the last of her night. Izzy Rillos in for her. A good-looking play there. Keelan Vargas wrapped up and hugged by Coach Bowman, and then followed up by Drobic as well. So that's a very positive sign for Keelan. She was able to play 28 minutes, and expect to see more of her on senior night against Centaurus. 4-1 game right now. Glenwood Springs bringing in their reserves. Toss comes in. Nice job from Russell getting in the way there. Another throw in here for Weir. Knocked out by Tegan Ludwig. Under 12 to go in the game. Weir with another toss near sideline. Steps up, gets the toss. Hits off of Russell. Comes down. It's Peterson who's back into the game. And Aaron Peterson gets free with possession. Chips one well wide of the goal frame. And a goal kick coming up for Eden Reese. 4-1 game. Glenwood Springs with 4 unanswered here against your Sailors after Izzy Rillos opened up the scoring back in half number 1. Steamboat's offense a little dormant since then. And really they've only had, I'd say, 3 good chances throughout this whole game. They scored on the one of them. So here comes Glenwood Springs trying to attack again. I mean, that's no dig on Steamboat. It's really just speaking volumes to the type of team that Glenwood Springs fielded this year. They are a strong opponent to play. Looks though Ashley Spiegel is going to check back in. Rochelle Coley out in her stead. And we'll take a seat as Spiegel comes back in for your Sailors. 10:43 to go, ticking down, 4-1 game. Sailors down to Glenwood Springs here in this one. Here come the Demons yet again. Forward pass, volleyed out of the air by Aaron Peterson and gathered in by Eden Reese. To the top of her 18, she'll kick this one away. Now it's going to be taken by Peterson, clearing attempt, hit off of Russell. Ball comes across the sideline, throw in now for Glenwood Springs. Before that, more substitutions for both sides. In comes Gorell. Out is Delaney Moon. So a lot of substitutions here for both sides down the stretch. 4-1 game. Outcome not necessarily in in contention here, I suppose. Service comes in, Eden Reese gathers it. Nice job there from Reese. On the Peterson serve. Throws one up the field. Glenwood Springs has two players collide. Comes to the foot of Sydney Graham. She goes up the field, and Gorell's going to try and chase this down for your Sailors, forcing Weir to at least make a play at that. And she'll clear across the sideline, throwing for Steamboat's Tegan Ludwig. Just in front of her own bench, Ludwig with the toss. Over the head of one defender. Challenged for, comes free to Izzy Rillos. Back to Pedix. Kelly Pedix will swing one over. Finds the foot of Emma Meyer with some fancy foot play. She gets free of one defender. Gets it off to Sydney Graham. Tried to send it over to Tegan Ludwig near side. Went off of Mo Reese. Now out of bounds. Throwing for Ludwig and company here for your Sailors. Ludwig with a toss. That one caroms off of Emma Harbor, goes out of bounds. Ludwig deja vu play. Toss again. Off of Harbor's head this time. Ludwig will keep it in play. No. It goes off the outside of her foot and out of bounds. And so now a throw for Ashley Weir. She'll have to wait. However, as Tatum Lilly checks back in, out is Natalia Taylor, who was on the receiving end of that fourth goal. She got the last feed and tucked it home past Eden Reese right after Eden checked into the game. Toss goes off Lucy Wilson, out of play. Ashley Weir with a deja vu play, and we've got about 6 throw-ins in the last 30 seconds. So that's fun. Here now is Erin Peterson, who goes down and makes a play at the ball from the ground. Extra whistles here. They're going to stop the clock. 8:04 left. Peterson getting words. Kelly Pedix getting words. And finally, the officials think that, hey, we've got 7:46 left. Why don't we just keep it rolling? 4-1 the score. And it will be kicked in by McSwain, who's been quiet since that third goal of Glenwood's, her second of the game. And she's going to take this from about 3 yards inside the Steamboat half. Doesn't get a good kick on that one. Sends it well wide. Goal kick coming up for Eden Reese. Now Reese to kick this one away. Sends it up, bounces around. Izzy Rillo's challenging. She's going to have help from Kelly Pedix. And now it's worked up by Glenwood Springs. Emma Meyer has to eventually kick this one out of play on that far sideline. Throw coming up for Glenwood. They're up 4-1 against your Steamboat Sailors, who are left to right on the radio dial here in second half action. 6:40 to go. Throw in comes. It's a big one. Hits off a few different players. Knocked out of the air by Eden Reese, who keeps control of it the whole way down to the turf. She'll punt one away from the top of her 18. Hops once. Goes to the foot of Emma Harbor. Harbor now works it near side. Kelly Pedix immediately challenging her gal there. Ashley Weir comes up with it, however, for Glenwood. Knocked down there by Pedix. And Kelly must be watching her dad play a little hockey. She's got the old shoulder to shoulder pretty good. Ashley Weir struggling a little bit, and eventually she's going to have to take a knee, and we may see a whistle. Emma Meyer will touch this for Steamboat. Weir looks as though she's having fun with it still, smiling, not cringing. Though she is a little shaken up here. She's going to have to check off, and in comes Scrutton for her. Throw in from the far side for Glenwood Springs. It's a long ball into the 18. Those balls are not quite as long as you may think, however, if you're watching online, because, again, this is a very small field that they play on in Glenwood Springs High School. Tegan Ludwig went right down in front of her own gal. Clearing attempt from Pedix successful. Foul called, however. Free kick for Steamboat with 5:15 to go in the game. 4-1 lead for Glenwood Springs over your Steamboat Sailors. At the top of the 18, it's Eden Reese to kick this one away for Steamboat. 5 on the clock. And ticking down, a little bit of a bummer of a second half because the start was so good. Another attack here, and Mo Reese, Kelly Petix just runs in and a sandwich, Mo Reese sandwich there. Ludwig and Petix both there. And so Reese goes down, play goes on. 4.5 minutes to go in this one. Toss comes in. Glenwood Springs up by 3 against your Sailors. They've got 4 unanswered against Steamboat after Izzy Rillos started the scoring off for both sides. Izzy Rillos fighting for this at the midfield line. Pushes it forward, tries to pursue herself. Not going to get there. Well, she did get the clearing attempt that hit off of her. Overran now by Lucy Wilson. She tries to recover, goes down, somersaults, right back to her feet, all in parkour motion. And here comes Glenwood the other way. Attack is on again. Here's Erin Peterson. She's going to get to the top of the 18. Bodied off by Emma Meyer. Driven to the turf there by Emma Meyer. And the shot goes wide. Goal kick coming up now for Steamboat. Eden Reese to kick this one away. We've ticked down to the last 3:45 of this game. 4-1 the score. Rain stayed away after that initial squall we saw at the beginning of this one, so it still did wreak havoc on the game, I would say, because it won't dry up being that it is natural grass field. So it definitely stayed in poor condition for the better part of this game. It looks as though there's a little bit more control towards the tail end, but doesn't matter in the last 5 minutes, not unless you're tied up. Here now is a long ball that's thrown into the 18. Header went over the head, of Erin Peterson. Ball worked that away. Here comes Izzy Rillos. And Rillos just swung right into the foot there in the cleat of McSwain, who came in. And Rillos is down. 2:52 left. It looked as though she just kind of turned to try and make a play at that ball and kick one forward. And McSwain had come in cleat first. We're going to step away for 30 seconds and be back with more. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM and online at steamboatradio.com. We're going to step away for 30 seconds and be back with more. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM and online at steamboatradio.com. Back with you here. Izzy Rillos shaken up and needing help off the field here, not putting any weight at all on that right foot. Again, really just an unfortunate play. She had kind of turned initially and made a play at the ball, settled it. It was bouncing still, so I mean she didn't settle it completely, but she turned to volley it out of the air, and McSwain came in cleats first, so just kind of had her foot up playing at the ball, and so Izzy really, I think she just turned and went right into that. That looked like what happened. It may be something else entirely. Izzy does not look like she's in good form right now. So I'm not 100% sure that I'm accurate on that one. But we'll let you know. 2 minutes on the clock, so they've stopped that. We're on the officials' time. 4-1 score, Glenwood on top. Ball worked to the near side. Tegan Ludwig pushes it upfield. Grell's in there, but Scrutton comes through. Ball goes off Scrutton out of bounds. Throw in for Steamboat coming up. Kelly Petix is going to take this for the Sailors. Tosses in off of Mo Reese's noggin. Challenged for by Lucy Wilson. Comes free to Sydney Graham. Long ball from Graham. Knocked down the midfield line by McSwain. Worked back now. Scrutton has it. And it's going to be taken now by Holland Reese. Out of bounds off a defender. Kelly Petix to throw in for Steamboat. Knocked out of the air by Scrutton. Run into by Petix. Foul and a free kick. Glenwood Springs will once again watch on as Devin McSwain kicks this one away. She scored from 5 yards further along on the pitch. This one about 10 yards deep in the Steamboat half. She's going to go for goal again. Misses wide left. So goal kick coming up for Steamboat Springs. Eden Reese will take this one as we tick down the last little bit of time. We're on the officials' clock again. 4-1 score, Glenwood Springs on top. Wine Lake Docks Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. The Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank member FDIC. And Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, homeowner's friend. Shot from Aaron Peterson, stopped by Eden Reese. Trots to the top of her 18. Lets one fly with the right hand. Goes under one defender's foot. Followed up, though. Glenwood Springs has it again. This is going to be Emma Harbor leading the charge. Right wing attack. Too far for Ashley Weir. He's checked back into the game here. So she's okay. And a goal kick coming up for Reese. Looks as though, per the official, we may be just a moment away from that final whistle. 4-1 score. Goal kick. Sends it up. Finds the foot of Emma Meyer. Worked now into Sydney Graham. She kicks one upfield in a foot race here. Jewel comes out to play it. Kicks it up the other way for Glenwood. Headed on by Holland Reese to the big circle once more. Sydney Graham trying to settle there for Steamboat. Work. Fancy play there to Lucy Wilson. Now going to be worked out to Sydney Graham. Graham going to try a little chip through to the near side. Scrutton cuts it down. Worked up again by Glenwood. Only so far, though, is the foot of Sloan Russell, who tried to go for goal. Turned back the other way. Tegan Ludwig in the lane there. She's going to chest one down, sends it back to Holland Reese. Reese takes a swing to miss on one, and that brings us to the end of this game. 4-1 your final here from Glenwood Springs. The Demons top your Sailors, and Steamboat will try desperately to win their last game against Centaurus, and I think that if they do, I mean, it's going to be tough. They came into this one RPI rank of 31 in the state. Top 32 teams make it. So if they win against Centaurus, even with a loss against Glenwood, who's one of the top in the state, they could see the potential of playoffs. It's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Steamboat Sailors Girls Soccer right here on your Sailor Sports Connection, KTYV 98.9, Sports on FM and online at steamboatradio.com. We'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Steamboat Sailors Girls Soccer right here on your Sailor Sports Connection, KTYV 98.9, Sports on FM and online at steamboatradio.com.